to today's reading. I hope that all is well. If you're new here, I'm LeeApocrypha. Pleasure to meet you. If you're returning, welcome back, Soul Family. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let me go ahead and use some Palo Santo. I would use sound, but the critters are chilling and they don't really like it, so let's use this instead. Just this. I love this one. Alright. So let's just jump into it. This probably won't be a long reading. So let's see. Filling this one. Recognition. The universe will help you recognize signs and miracles. This might be a dupe deck, so you may be being recognized. People may be recognizing you for your talents, for your skills, for your knowledge. You may be recognized for your bravery or your willingness to speak the truth. Next we have test. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. People are recognizing how far you've come, and that despite the challenges that you are faced with in your life, that you always rise above it, even if it takes you time. So people seem to acknowledge or recognize that you may be somebody who kind of disappears for a while, and then every time you come through, you're stronger, you've learned more, you have progressed in your life, you moved on to the next chapter. So people are recognizing within you that you are not afraid of change. And even for some of you who may be afraid of change, you still allow yourself to go with the flow because you know that it's only going to help you reach your fullest potential. We have telepathy. Close soul connections harmoniously synchronize reenactment of telepathic moments. You could also be recognized for your intuition. Some people may not say it, or maybe there's one person in particular who's in this kind of energy, but there's somebody or multiple people who feel like you might read their mind sometimes. They don't want to admit it, but sometimes you say something and they're like, I was gonna say that, or that came to my mind and I didn't mention it. So that's very interesting here. People are recognizing within you that you are seeing the bigger picture here. So despite what has happened to you, this could have been person, place, thing, job, family, whatever the case is. Despite what has happened, people are seeing that you are being the bigger person here. You are forgiving those who may have wronged you, and you're just keeping your boundaries. You're making sure that people are not crossing you or using you, taking advantage of you. we have study. It says, let love show you how to learn from each other. You've been learning a lot. There are people from your past who see that you have truly transformed a lot. There are people who see you and don't recognize you. Like, if they were to see you in person, it would be kind of like a double take and like, damn, that's you? Oh shit, I didn't notice, or something like that. Now we have past life, reunite with our loved ones over and over in different lives. And honor, treat the people you love with respect, and you'll find your relationship becomes stronger. Under the deck we have maze. Even if you feel lost, there's always a way through the maze. Okay. Part of the test that you may have been experiencing could be energy from your past life. This could be some kind of karma that is trying to find some kind of equilibrium, some kind of balance here. There may be somebody, for some of you in particular, somebody from your past who wants to come forward, or there may have been somebody in your past who has really tested your patience. Somebody really tested how far they could go with you, and that's going to mean different things for different people. But I'm definitely seeing that you were tested here not only by your spirit guides to make sure that you're ready for the next level, but also by people in your life. Certain people may be testing your knowledge about certain things. So for example, you may feel like people see you and they think that you don't know what you represent yourself as, or like there are people who treat you like a child, or who kind of choose you last because they think you won't have what it takes to, how can I say, be the kind of team player who will help them win. That's interesting. But yeah, like, it doesn't matter what those people think. The beautiful thing is that you prove people wrong. So for example, you may notice that certain people might question your beliefs, or question your motives, or question something about you. But then when you open up and you share the information as to why you do, what you're interested in, different things like that, people are kind of like, take a step back and they're like, oh, they know their shit. Oh, okay. All right. I messed with the wrong one. Maybe something that you have experienced. People see how, despite your circumstances, even if there has been something that happened to you, like let's say somebody did you wrong, people are seeing how you still do your best to be as respectful in the situation. So if this is a work situation, or if this is a family member, a past lover, something of that sort. Okay. Now with the maze, what it's saying is, despite you feeling lost, you always end up following your intuition. So in the moment, you might perhaps open up to somebody and be like, I don't know what to do, I'm feeling stressed out. So I'm getting cold, so I'm just gonna put this on. I'm feeling stressed out, I don't know what to do, I feel overwhelmed. And at the end of the day, people still see you thriving. People still see that despite you feeling overwhelmed and all of that, that you still follow your intuition at the end of the day. So despite whatever advice somebody gives you, people know that you're going to do what is best for yourself and as many as possible. So if somebody tries to give you advice, whether it is valid or it is manipulative and purposefully like something that people try to lead you down the wrong path, people know about you that you'll hear them out, what they have to say, but at the end of the day, you're probably going to ask your spirit guides, or you're going to ask your higher self, you're going to sit with yourself, and you're going to make the best decision for your life. And that could be something very difficult. You could be somebody who lets go of certain situations. Everyone could tell you, oh, it'll work out, like, don't worry, it's fine, that kind of thing. But if you let go anyway, people might be shocked that you did, because it seemed like you were really into something. But at the end of the day, they know, like, okay, if she or he let go of this situation, then it must be because they felt intuitively guided to let go of this situation. So that must mean that they are, they're still following their path despite how lost they may feel. You're never truly lost. In the moment, you may feel overwhelmed, but at the end of the day, you pay attention to the signs and to the synchronicities, I feel. Let's choose this one. Okay, I heard no, the other one. Which one? This one? I heard yes. Okay. Move this aside. People are seeing you step into your power. We have Jupiter, expansion, enthusiasm, optimism, generosity, benevolence, beliefs, luck, seeking, travel, positivity, lectures, foreign cultures, teaching, pilgrimage, chance, expansion, leaping, exploration, and potential. People see that you may be afraid to take a chance, but you're not afraid to take a chance. If you really feel with every ounce of your being called to go through with something, you're gonna go through with it. So people know about you that if you feel any kind of doubt in terms of doing something, then you're not going to. You're the type of person who may wait for the okay, the green light, the go from your guides in order to move forward. So people know when you move forward, when you move on, when you do something like that, it's because your guides are leading you to something better, something more. There's something more for you. You're heeding the call. You're listening. We have Mars, action. You're taking the action. Desire, impulses, courage, force, heat, strength, competition, workouts, excitement, thirst, impatience, anger, leadership, engine, potency, willpower, motor, sex drive. People see you're not afraid to move forward. That keeps coming up. You're not afraid to take action on what it is that you feel like you need to take action towards. Even if you kind of do, again, they know at the end of the day, when you get the green light, when you hear perfectly your guides say something to you, then you're the type of person who's gonna do it. We have Pisces, the mystic. Imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic, mystical, adoring, magical, allowing, dreamy, ephemeral, and enigmatic, spiritual, emotional, escapist, impractical, oceanic, self-pitying, and illogical, it says. So with the mystic here, I'm definitely getting you are somebody who really does have a lot of intuition. You're really connected with your guides, and you may sometimes doubt it. Maybe you're a tarot reader, or you do your own like forms of divination, or that's something that you're learning. Or even if you don't, like you're really close with your guides. Maybe you pray every day, or maybe you give offerings. But yes, people are seeing you as somebody who takes action on what it is that you feel guided to. This could be in terms of your creative pursuits as well. So people are seeing you being very creative. But yes, you're moving. People are seeing you move. So you may be feeling kind of stagnant and lost, but people are seeing that you're going places. That could be literally. But what I'm getting here is it seems like people are seeing your action before you take the action sometimes. That's interesting. It's like people just know at the end of the day you're going to do what you really need to do. You're not afraid to get down and dirty, even if you don't like to. And I don't mean that in a way of like fighting or being bad with people. I don't mean it like that. I mean like literally like being in the dirt kind of thing. Or are working on cars. That's very particular for somebody, I feel. This fish keeps like catching my attention. There's something about this fish. There may be something about your energy that people cannot place their finger on. So maybe they think you're being kind of fishy or kind of wishy-washy about something. But again, at the end of the day, it's because you're going to do whatever you feel you need to do, whatever is best for you in the moment. So people may also think that you're opportunistic. There's nothing wrong with taking an opportunity that is in front of you, but people might think that sometimes you're around just for the opportunity. That's not going to be for everybody, but that's something that I'm getting here. This one. We have Aquarius, the radical. Experimental, rational, unique, liberal, electric, group-oriented, humanitarian, free radical, eccentric, diverse, futuristic, utopian, disruptive, edgy, detached. Okay. People see that you're not one to follow the status quo. You're somebody who's very unique. You're somebody who really does go with the flow. So sometimes maybe you're more social, and then other times maybe you're a recluse. Sometimes you may, like for example, dress very feminine, and then like you may dress very masculine, or whatever the case is. I heard androgynous, but that's not going to be for everybody. Yes, those people really do see that you're somebody who's, even if you might be afraid at face value to take some kind of risk, when you feel guided, you're not afraid to take the risk. Like you're somebody who will follow through. When your guides tell you, do this, you're gonna do it. So if you feel you need to rest, like you're not afraid to say no. Some of you are not afraid, and some of you, some of you are not afraid to say no, but others of you may struggle with saying no. So your guides are telling you, don't be afraid to say no. You have to protect your energy. We have 4th house, roots. Family, home, background, comfort, cooking, inner world, real estate, shelter, self-care, rejuvenation, habits, and shell. So 4 is a number of stabilization, stability. You do not allow people to put you in a box. And you're not afraid. I keep getting, you're not afraid to make moves when necessary. You're not afraid to take action on certain things. There's certain cycles that you may be caught up in that people might be noticing. But people do see that you are taking the actions necessary in order to break this habit or break this cycle. It could be in love, it could be in work environment, it could be in a multitude of different ways. I guess I'm just feeling oracle decks today. We have 1441, unique skills. I saw 2211. Life goals, mission, sense of self, honesty, important projects. It's the time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is a priority right now. You're very talented. And that's something that you may not give yourself credit for, but people recognize this about you. And that's something that inspires people about you. Interesting. Okay. We have 1221. So we have 1441 and 1221. You may notice synchronicities of numbers that are mirrored. So like if it's 1221, like the 12 and the 21, they're mirrored. You may notice a lot of numbers like that as well. It says taking initiative, change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, high vibes. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. What's really sticking out to me here is about your expression and working with what you have. So sometimes people stop themselves from practicing something or learning about something because they don't have something tangible with them. So for example, if you're somebody who wants to sew and you don't have a sewing machine, that does not mean that you can't sew. You can learn how to sew by hand and learn different stitches, learn different techniques, practice on different fabrics, see how that feels. So what I'm seeing here is when there's a will, there's a way. And let's say you don't have a big easel, but you want to paint, then you can figure something else out. You could build something, or you can work with what you have. Okay, so what this is saying is you don't have to go in and drop a huge investment into something that you might not use immediately. I'm seeing some people are too afraid to take the step because they feel like I don't have this thing, but maybe it's expensive to get. So I'm seeing like be grateful for what you have, but start small. Start small. You want to do digital art, for example. You don't have to go out and buy like a expensive drawing pad. You could buy a cheaper, smaller one and get started with that. See if it's something that you actually really do care about and that you actually develop your skills on. Then you can work towards getting professional equipment in regards to this. I'm also seeing Moldavite. This is random, but the recognition card, the part of the tree, like I'm seeing Moldavite right now. So I'm literally just seeing like this. And it gives like Moldavite texture to me. Again, very, very intuitive, very, very connected. People may also be intimidated by you, by your energy, by your skills, by your willingness to dive in when you feel called to. Okay. Let's see. Under the deck, we have 1515, the big break. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. So yes, don't be afraid to make the changes that you need to in your life, which I feel like you're not. Again, let's see, this one. Okay. Our brains are wired to connect. It says research is finding that connection with others is as necessary as food and shelter. Good connections are the greatest indicator of happiness. Trauma and isolation work against both your physical and emotional health. Try this. The next time you connect with a close friend or pet, notice how you feel after connecting, and use that information to guide you. A good support system can help us in so many ways. So again, it's time for you to open up. Definitely what it's saying here about paying attention to how you feel after connecting is very crucial here. There are some people who may be kind of sapping your energy dry, intentionally or unintentionally. But if you use this method, then you'll be able to distance yourself. And I feel like this is part of the test that you are going through right now, is learning to discern the difference of when to come forward, when to be out there, when to be on your own, and when you're connecting with people who are the right kind of people to connect with. Let's choose another one. Train your brain. It says, try this. It takes time, but every time you notice that something in you doesn't feel right, tend to it. You are sending a message of safety to your nervous system, the part of your brain that regulates everything. Over time, this helps us to become less reactive, grounding us in what is really happening around us. So when you feel like some energy is not right, again, people are recognizing that you're one to I feel like people recognize this about you, that you do this already, but for some of you, this is like a confirmation or a message for you to really pay attention to this. But yes, again, I feel like people know this of you. I think this will be the last deck. We have commitment. There's that finding balance energy. People may notice that about you and your guides as well, or you and your beliefs, is that things aren't just, things are not just black and white for you. There you go. Compassion. You're somebody who's meant to bring a lot of light to this world. You may consider yourself a starseed, an angel, earth angel, a light worker. We have freedom. You're not afraid to set yourself free. Peace. In order to find your peace. Happiness, and your happiness as well. It's okay, baby. Oy. That thing. I love that thing. If you could see her ears right now, I don't think you'll be able to. Let me move this drink out of the way. You see her ears? Okay. Alright. We have finding. You're not afraid to reinvent yourself. People may think like, oh, you know, this person, maybe they don't really know who they are. Maybe, you know, people might talk shit. But the truth is, you're not afraid to transform. And again, this is kind of like going in a circle, but if you are afraid, what I do see is that you still do it anyway. And I say, good on you. Be proud of how far you've come. See that the changes that you are making are for the best because you're being guided, and you know that. I saw 3303, by the way, so 333 may be significant to you. I'm seeing that as like a master manifestor kind of energy. It's not the number of the magician in tarot, but it does remind me of the magician. So you're utilizing whatever it is that you have in order to manifest what it is that you desire. Okay. All right. And underneath we have talent. So yes, a confirmation you're very talented, and this is the time for you to shine. And keep on keeping on. Don't allow people to keep you stuck or afraid. I feel like this is just like confirmation. Somebody needed to hear that they're on the right path. But yes, so let me see. Is there one other thing? I'm feeling there might be something else. What else? I heard chakras. The chakra cards or the chakra stones? Oh, okay. So I'm getting chakra pendulum. So what we're going to do now is that I'm going to go ahead. How many? I heard 3. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the pendulum. Again, as always, use your discernment. You know your situation. So I'm going to go ahead and use the pendulum, and I'm going to ask it to show us yes or no. And so you can have a question in your mind. We're gonna go ahead and do this 3 different times, okay? And we'll see what happens. So I don't know if there's a way I can let me stabilize my arm. I don't know if you'll be able to. You won't be able to see my fingers. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh. Okay, there's something here about the root chakra too. It just broke, but alright. Sorry if you hear a lot of noise. Okay, so in regards to the first question, or I should start over. Excuse me. Please show us yes. Okay. Please show us no. Okay. In regards to the first question, is the answer yes or no? I'm getting a no. So you can pause and think of the next question. In regards to their second question, is the answer a yes or a no? The answer I'm getting is yes. Okay, thank you. And in regards to the last question, is the answer yes or no? I heard no in my head, but like a stern no, like no. And I see no. So that may be significant to somebody. I don't know if that third question that you had was something that was, I feel like it's something that you've already asked your spirit guides perhaps, and they're like, come on, you know the answer. The answer is no. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that this message brought some clarity and perspective to your situation. If it did, I'd like to know. If you're willing to share, please feel free. And yeah, I hope to see you next time I see you. Have a great one. Take care. And yeah, bye.